The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
Damn!
You are watching The DL Show on Dave's Guitar Channel.
All right, everybody, we are back. It is May 15th, 8:30 p.m. Welcome, Krellbar and Joe.
All right.
All right. Hey, Chrissy, what's happening? Then Rose let herself go. Rose has let herself go, Hannah Baum. I think you know that. Gentlemen, what's been happening? How was your week?
It was okay. I had my usual Saturday ritual of whiskey and a cigar in the morning on Saturday.
All righty, excellent.
Same as
and
always.
Joe,
Same as always, take care of Mikey on the weekends, work my ass off during the week. The only big significant improvement to my life is I got a finally sprung for a new bed frame. I woke up on a Monday morning a week ago, not this Monday, the previous Monday, and I was in so much fucking pain. I literally grabbed my tablet without putting my glasses on and said, I'm ordering that frame. I know even though it's $114, I can't afford it. The frame arrived on Thursday, and you know how something's a two-man job to put it together?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the only other man around here is Mikey. He don't help.
Right.
So I almost fucking killed myself putting that thing together. But when I got into bed that night, it was like remembering something that was lost and forgotten. So every night I get into bed now, I'm like, holy shit, I'm getting into bed. The other frame was 18 inches off the ground. So I'd have to climb in like a child. And when I would try to sit on the edge of the bed, my feet would dangle like 6 inches off the fucking ground.
That's hilarious.
Holy shit. I'm waking up, like I'll go to bed at 12:30. And instead of waking up every hour on the hour, I'll wake up and say, wait, what time is it? It's like 5. I'm like, I slept that long without waking up.
Wow.
It's so weird not to sleep right that I have to get used to it. And that's all the news that's fit the shit to print.
And when I wake up, I'm like, shit, I only got 12 hours.
I wish.
He's from New York. What part of New York are you from, Joe? Chrissy's asking.
Bayside, Queens.
Bayside, Queens. Queens Middle Village. Joe, so wait, you didn't buy another ice cream maker? You were just showing me the refurbished one? Is that what you were showing me the other day?
Yeah, you remember you said the link didn't work? So I saw it was still for sale, so I sent the link a different way.
Yeah. So I keep debating on whether I want to buy an ice cream because I don't really get a sweet tooth. I'm not like sitting there going, God, I wish I had ice cream. Sometimes I'm like, I'll eat a little bit of mascarpone cheese with a little, it has zero carbs and with a little stevia, but I don't really foresee myself. Yeah, I'm not a huge ice cream guy to begin with.
I tried to make a slushy with it. It didn't work.
Yeah, Ricky Compton. I don't know. That's something YouTube put a heart there. I guess if I like something, I'm supposed to click on it. But or if anyone's supposed to click, I have no idea. It's so weird how they change. You guys are all. Oh, it says, and it comes up 100.
Yeah, you have 5 choices. I'm the one doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea what it is. Gone Shooting. That's one of the greatest tunes ever. You know what's funny? So, there's a lot of guys that listen to this show from England. Oh. Hey now, Jan's here, everybody, from
hey Jan,
kind of down Jersey way. There was another video with Jan, but I just want to say this. A lot of guys in England, like, you notice they talk about Van Halen, they don't get it. Like, they don't like him. And I get that. I understand. It's not a big deal to me. Like, I don't care. Like, if you said to me, what's the difference between Eddie Van Halen, Joe Satriani, and Steve Vai, I would say, well, sex appeal. Vai and Satriani have none. They're there for the 13-year-old boys going. And Eddie Van Halen, you go to a Van Halen show and it's chicks and everyone likes it and he had a fun attitude. It wasn't like this serious guy put a fan in my hair while I play For the Love of God or let me look like powder as I play Satch Boogie. But thanks, Kenny K57. I'm stuck around 183. The lowest I got was 172, but now I put some muscle back on. My waist is the same, so it's like a 30, 31. But yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. But anyways, I think that's the difference between Van Halen and, like, let's say the other shredder guys like Vito Bratta. Vito Bratta's like, I saw in an article. So the guy, Jeff, if you're here, I got the first Guitar World you sent me. And in the Guitar World, it was like Vito Bratta was talking about how he played a Steinberger because otherwise, when he played a Strat type guitar, people compared him to Van Halen. People compared you to Van Halen because you stole every one of his licks, not because you're playing the same looking guitar. I wouldn't know how to play a Steinberger. How would I do that? But now I wanted to. The reason I'm bringing all this up about why they don't like Eddie. Can you guys think of a guitar player that you think is a great guitar player, like a fantastic player? You just don't like the way he plays. Vito Bratta swims with the fishes, Christopher.
He's not dead. Vito Bratta's not dead.
No, I know. I'm just making a what was his name there?
I can name somebody. He's a great player. I'm not a big fan of John 5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a reason to be a big fan of John 5. It's not like
he's just
okay. So I'll tell you because he's decent, but yeah, I'm not running out buying John 5 music. Another player for me is I've been listening to a lot of Steve Howe.
He's good.
He's a great guitar player. I hate the way he plays.
Really? Okay.
Well, mostly it's the tone,
I watched him play Mood for a Day. You couldn't bore me to tears anymore. Gang, 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 gang. Ah, shut up. And just every lick he plays, like I watched him talking about playing Close to the Edge and coming up with all these lines, and he's playing the lines, and I'm just like, I mean, they're good lines. They sound cool in the song, but fuck, I hate the way you play. I mean, it doesn't help that he also looks like a fucking, like a librarian. Like horror, in the horror section. He looks like the Crypt Keeper, doesn't he? Right? I feel like he's going to, instead of telling me a story about playing with Yes, he's going to tell me a fucking Stephen King story. Johnny Marr is a different kind of player than Eddie. Johnny was more like, I mean, I love Johnny Marr, and he was a big influence on me. I liked a lot of those British players. I don't know who the guitar player was on Disintegration from The Cure, but that guy. I mean, I love all the guitar playing on those Cure records, and the Smiths, I love all that stuff. But I don't see it as being remotely the parallel to Van Halen, because Van Halen was much more of like the rock and roll, era. And I think of that stuff as much more, maybe not so rock and rolly, but alternative, I guess you would say. I mean, that was real alternative.
Well, Yes
music.
Yes is like the original prog rock.
They're prog. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing was, this guy was.
Why
interviewing,
are
they
you
were
prog?
talking about
Who's prog? You are prog.
exactly. Yeah, they were talking about. They were touring Close to the Edge, and he was talking about, like, this guy was talking about Close, and I love Close to the Edge, but they like it was the greatest record ever. And then he's like, "Oh, you guys should do Tales of Topographic Oceans," and Steve Howe talking about that album, why they don't do the whole thing, and I'm just like, yeah, could you imagine? Yeah, we're gonna go do Tales of Topographic Ocean. We want to see how many asses in the seats we can put to sleep. May as well bring Paul
As far
Stanley
as Yes
into the
goes, you
band.
got what? The Yes album, Fragile, Close to the Edge, and then the
That's it.
90250.
Oh yeah, 90125.
I love that album. That's a great album.
It was good, and it was very
Beverly Hills.
different because that had Leave It was on that,
Yeah.
Cinema was on that,
Every song is good.
Changes.
Changes is on a great record. I hated the title track though, because I always hated that Fairlight, but Owner of a Lonely Heart I always hated.
Yeah.
Much better than our owner of a. But Drama had some good. In fact, Drama might be the only Yes album where Steve Howe's tone doesn't make me run to the restroom and dry heave. Do you know when is it Close to the Edge when he goes and you watch and listen to how he talks about what guitar he plays and the tones that he was getting. And I'm like, are you fucking deaf, sir? Those records sound horrible. Horrible. And it's funny, they were talking about like some of the creative stuff they were doing, how it was kind of like they had been playing with Mahavishnu.
Mahavishnu.
And they borrowed a lot of stuff from them. Maxine Bouchard, yes, songs were great. Yeah. Leave It. Sounding to my ears, Heat of the Moment. You know, it's so funny because on that record, I think Time Again is one of the greatest Steve Howe songs. Playing wise, the playing on that song. And yeah, some of the other songs, he's a very awkward player. You know, and there are some things where I've seen him in interviews and he's like talking about Starship Trooper and all the different sections. And I'm like, yeah, those sections are corny. Like, it's a lot of corniness to his playing. He does like a lot of Chet Atkinsy kind of sounding stuff. I just don't think doesn't play well to my sensibility. I don't look at it this way. I don't like you could ask me what do I think of his playing. I think he's a sensational player. I don't like him. And actually right now here's an interview with everyone who does like the way Steve Howe plays.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
All right. But yeah, like I said, I liked Asia. I like John Wetton. I always liked John Wetton. I think Asia was good. GTR, I don't know. You know,
When the heart rules the mind.
Yeah, the problem with GTR is it's two guitar players that I don't like.
Steve Hackett.
Because I never liked Steve Hackett. And I mean, like, Hackett is like, yeah, no, it's not that he throws in country. It's more like he throws in old timey. You know, it's not like he's throwing in Jerry Reed licks. He's throwing in like the old fucking Merle Travis and Chet Atkins type of picking, not the country stuff that I really. Who's the guy? Is it Doc Watson? Let it rain, let it go. What's the name? I forget the name of that song, but it's more like that type of country, which Ralph Stanley, GTR, but Hackett I never cared for either. Like, I love the old Genesis. I don't know if I could ever tell you what old timey. I don't know if I could ever tell you what kind of what his licks were in any of the tunes. I mean, Tony Banks to me is that big. I mean, really reaching to not like stuff tonight? No, I don't think that I don't like it. Like, I like all the Doc Watson stuff. I don't want to hear it in a Yes song. I just think that as far as progressive rock goes, it doesn't do anything for me. I've been listening to a lot of Yes. I've been enjoying, and I like Yes. But it's just funny because it's like maybe the least enjoyable part for me in the band is the guitar player. And I think he's a fantastic player. How's sound? Yeah, I could see that because it's basically like a Vox or a Fender amp with a just a simple Gibson guitar or a Gretsch style guitar. I could see that. I could totally see that.
Pat Metheny.
I'm just saying, when someone says to me, do I like country guitar playing? I think of like the James, what's his name? Play it, James. Played for Elvis, and he
James
played
Burton.
for Rick
James
Burton.
Burton.
I think of the Burton, Jerry Reeds, like the Chicken Pickers. I don't think of like the finger style players, like the guys who are doing what Doyle Dykes is doing on acoustic now. And that's great. Again, those guys are all great players. I just don't go out of my way to listen to it. It just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I just thought Pat Metheny as a guitar player, that's great, but I really can't listen to him.
Yeah, Metheny's great.
He's a great
he put out a baritone acoustic record called One Quiet Night, and everyone will tell you Bright Size Life is his I like this one better because it's more musical.
There might be an album out there that I like, but he's put out a shitload of albums, so nothing like it.
Yeah, I think he's a great player too. Here's the thing: he's a great player. Again, I don't go out of my way to listen to him. Whereas, the reason why I'm bringing up Steve Howe is because I really love Close to the Edge. I love Fragile. I like the Yes album. And it just amazes me how I think he's such a great player and he plays tough parts, but I just don't like his playing. And I don't know how else to put it.
Michelangelo Badio. Great player, but I don't really listen to any of his music.
Is he, though? Great technical guy. I don't know if I could.
Well, he does. I saw him.
Have you heard of Nitro record?
Oh, yeah, it's awful. But
Richard Williams of Kansas is great.
When I saw him at the clinic, like around 14 years ago, he went through he used to be a session guy too. He was like playing comping jazz and everything with the clean tone. It's like he's just not a shredder.
Who is this now?
Michelangelo Badio.
Oh, yeah. Krell, listen to James by Pat Metheny, says Jan. I saw a video of Metheny doing a solo acoustic with this. That was really oh, yeah. His acoustic stuff that he does on the baritone acoustics are awesome.
Yeah, I'll listen to that tonight, Jan.
Badio with Holland was his best stuff. And I believe when you say Holland, is that Jim Holland from Nitro?
No, that's Jim Gillette from Nitro.
Oh, Jim Gillette. Who's Holland?
That was the band Michelangelo Badio was in before then. I'm not familiar with any of this.
Oh, okay. He says Badio with Holland was his best stuff. I don't know if I know any of that stuff.
Return of the Cat.
Yeah.
You stay down.
Holland was a local Chicago band. All right. Interesting. There's a lot of green in the chat today. I never noticed Gregory turned green. I don't think he was green before, but Maxime. Listen to Little Monsters by Holland. Holland Oates. Good one, Neil Banbury. Jim Gillette, former husband of Lita Ford. Who wasn't married to Lita Ford?
Yeah, I know. Tony Iommi for one split second.
Jeez.
And Chris Holmes.
Was Chris Holmes married to her?
Yeah.
What about Paul Stanley? Did you guys ever see the Sopranos episode where they asked Tony Soprano what he thought of Paul Stanley?
He's a fag.
Folks. You know I love ripping on Stanley. Paul had a few beards. He did. Stevens is excellent. I like Steve Stevens. Janice Lala, how are you? I like Steve Stevens a lot. I like his tone. Like, there's a player, again, I don't know how much I love his playing, but I love his tone. The songs he played on, I liked a lot. Oh, that Paul Stanley coffee commercial's awful. It's Folgers, isn't it?
I've never heard of this commercial.
I seem to remember seeing it. Oh, Dave played it once on the show. We had this discussion before, and you sent the link to it, and we watched it.
Isn't it like where he sings the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup? Isn't that what Stanley's singing? Christopher Valdez, remind me if that's is it Folgers, Hannibom? Yeah, see the best part of waking up. Oh God. The best part of waking up is with two dudes in your bed. Yeah, he's in the circus. Oh yeah, it's Folgers. That is ridiculous.
Oh God, this is horrible.
No, I don't know that. Psycho, the best part of waking up. Two girls in one cup. That's not what Stanley's saying. He doesn't want to hear anything about girls.
Why is he in a circus?
Joe's suggestion, let's I do too. 10's get date. Oh, let's do a top 10 of Dave's guitar lessons. That's funny. Welcome back, Chrissy. That's funny, Joe.
Horrible
Jan. Oh, God.
Rock me, shock me.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Going back and listening to Kiss is very tough for me. I like the first three records. I've said it before. I can't listen to anything else.
Well, you listen to Dynasty. Some Dynasty, right?
Oh, let me just... Dynasty's not bad. Well, Savior. I love that.
No.
So, Joe, I went and saw Abigail the other night.
Oh, what'd you think?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good movie.
I didn't really know. I thought it was going to be a little different. And there were some parts that were very funny, very gory,
Yeah.
but hilarious. And the girl that played the vampire, the young girl, she was fantastic.
Excellent fucking job.
Yeah.
It's to the point where you're like, is that really a young kid, or is that one of them adults that looks like a young kid?
Yeah.
She did an amazing job.
Yeah. Chrissy was really good.
Everybody did a great job in that, though.
I saw it inside a theater. And I saw it literally, there was like 4 other people in the theater with me, but it was like 5 people total. And that's the way I like to go see a movie. It was very quiet. And it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like I said, it was it wasn't dragged out. They could have edited a little shorter. There were some parts that didn't need to be in there, but and of course I love Gus Fring.
Which one was he?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh,
there.
he's awesome.
Gus Fring in Breaking Bad. Yeah, it's great. It's really it was fun. I'll say it was much better than the Late Night with the Devil.
Did you see the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare?
No.
I watched that the other night.
Oh, you like Gus? See, Chrissy knew who Gus Fring was. All right, you saw that. I haven't seen that.
It's okay. My only problem, 2 hours. I don't need anything that
You set off the balloons.
I set off the fucking balloons.
Hold
There
on,
we go.
Everett Cummings, didn't I? Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're saying that would make it. I was gonna say I did reminiscing. Okay, go on. Sorry.
So it's 2 hours long, and my main problem with it, because it's fun, it's a fun movie, but it does one thing over and over and over ad nauseum to the point where you're like, I don't think it would really be that easy. You know, it takes place during World War II. They're fighting the Nazis, but they're literally killing like more Nazis than Schwarzenegger kills people in one of the old 80s movies. But they're
Right.
doing it while nonchalantly walking and talking to each other and just boom, boom, boom. I'm like, I don't think it was that easy.
Right.
And it's cool once or twice, but it's literally every fucking time they encounter them.
Weird.
So it's like, oh, why'd you do that?
I wanted to see Boy Kills World, which I'll now have to wait till it's
Yeah,
streaming
I wanna
probably
see
soon.
that too.
But because I went to go look it up in the theaters, and it came out after Abigail, and it was already gone. I would have went to back movies when I saw Abigail. I heard Civil War was good, but it's really long.
Oh, geez, how long?
Probably over 3. I don't know. My brother said it was too long, and
Yeah, tonight I'm going to watch a movie called Sting. It's only 1 hour and 31 minutes. A horror
that's
movie.
a perfect time.
So I know because it's just enough time when this show ends for me to watch one movie and then get to bed.
Now, did you ever see Megan?
Oh yeah, I love Megan.
Not yet. No.
Yeah, Megan's great.
Megan's great. That was a great
Meg,
movie.
the girl in that puppet outfit, whatever the hell that thing is, that movie is so good on many levels. A great movie time, yeah. I'll tell you, Chrissy, go watch Megan. It says like M3GAN, I think is how they spell it.
Yeah, M3GAN.
Absolutely great. Funny as hell. It's a horror, but not really a horror. It's hysterical. When the girl just tilts her head and looks at her, I'm like, this is gold. Gold, Jerry, gold. Oh, you saw it. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so funny. Oh, you saw it on the plane. Any movie with Anna de Armas. I don't know who that is. But I wanted to see, like I said, I wanted to see that movie, and we'll see what else. I gotta watch. I gotta look up some stuff on Fandango. Voodoo. I haven't had a chance because every time it comes up, it shows me all the free movies, and I'm like, oh, I'll watch this, I'll watch that. But I want to see if they have new movies you can rent, like new movies.
Who?
Voodoo.
Oh yeah, they just sent me. I literally just deleted like 5 seconds ago the new release email they sent. I'll tell you exactly what they got.
Let me know if they got Boy Kills World. I want to watch.
No, that's still because that's in the section of the email that says and get your tickets for.
Oh right. Oh,
Yeah.
so it's still in some theaters because
Still
it's
in
not
some
in the theater.
theaters.
Yeah, it's not in the theater near me anymore.
I actually from Voodoo I got I picked up.
Have you guys been watching? There's a trial case going on in Massachusetts, the Karen Reed case. Have you guys been watching any of this? Has
Never
anyone in the
heard- no.
chat been watching this?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I'll purchase it. I don't care. No, anyone in the chat watching this? Johnny Kramer's watching this. Who else is watching? Johnny, that's my town, by the way. That the incident happened about 3 miles from me, or maybe 4.
What's the incident?
It's in Canton. Yes. Yeah. It's not her husband. Canton, Chrissy. Chrissy says it like she doesn't know where I live. What town?
Roxbury.
No, but I see those kids in the gym all the time. And the uncle of the guy who owned the house. I went to middle school with him. I think he went to a Catholic high school. Samuel L. Bronkowitz presents.
Samuel L. Bronkowitz presents.
No, I didn't give Karen lessons. I've never seen Karen. But in fact, I had a student literally right across the street on Country Club Lane. Literally right there. I used to drive down that street every Saturday to give lessons, and stopped giving it right around that time. But I don't know if any of you guys have been watching it. It's interesting. So the family that Deegan just stopped in. Roger from this is for Chrissy. Chrissy, here's me asking Deegan to get me a water. No. What do I think happened? I don't know. I will say this. Do I think she did it? I don't. I don't think the injuries are consistent. I think the police work was shoddy. And they're throwing everything under the thing of this is what could have happened. Do I think that Colin was involved? Not really. I don't think so. I see him in the gym every day. He's a nice kid. In fact, a couple of years ago, AM Station did a Canton High School graduation party. And all those kids were there. They all seem like decent kids. I don't know, but that doesn't mean that something nefarious didn't happen. I just don't think it may have been the way that they're portraying it, but I definitely don't think that his injuries are consistent with somebody that got hit by an SUV in reverse at 12:30 at night. I don't know that you could hit somebody backing into them in a Jeep or what SUV and knock him into the ground, where then it proceeds to snow on him, but there's no snow on him. It's all around him and under him. So I don't know how that works. Snowplow guy didn't see him. And I think he'd be surprised because I look out my window here and I can see if there's a fucking wrapper on the ground. If I see a wrapper on my lawn, I'm like, what the hell's this? I walk outside. Because, sometimes it blows from somebody else's trash and gets on my lawn. But I'll see it and walk right outside. These people at 2 a.m. are like, nope, didn't see a 200-pound guy that was supposedly hit and sitting in the lawn. But, no, we didn't say R.I.P. to David Sanborn. I'm a huge David Sanborn fan. In fact, one of my favorite albums of all time is from 1986 called Double Vision, from Bob James and David Sanborn. Let me tell you, when they come out with because the prosecution seems really dumb, and also I don't know who's telling the people on the prosecution's witness side to be as contentious. All right, later, Chrissy. To be as contentious as they're being on the stand, I just don't think it helps any of the case. That doesn't mean I think anything happened with these kids and they're asking, all these young kids, did you see this? Did you see that? But I do think when it comes out not guilty, they're going to shoot to Cilla Black. They're going to be like, and the jury says on cases of murder, not guilty.
Surprise, surprise.
That's what's going to happen. You guys aren't familiar with surprise, surprise.
Oh, that's all over Instagram. That's great.
Okay, there you go. My favorite one with surprise, surprise was they showed all the Just for Men hair products, and the only one locked up in the. Did you see this one? And the only one locked up in the case was for black men. That one was locked up in a case you needed to get a cashier to help you get it. And in front of it, they have the Cilla Black going, surprise, surprise. That's my favorite.
I don't have Instagram, so that's why.
You got to get it. It's fucking gold. It's gold.
Gold, I tell you.
Ah, it's the funniest shit. I see that surprise everywhere. And you can use it for so many things. Cilla Black came out in the news the other day when they asked her, what did you think when you found out that Paul Stanley was gay?
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
It's the new Rick roll.
Oh, fuck. I don't know why I'm ripping on Paul Stanley. You know what? I really, when he's in those interviews, it is so...
Gay.
A lot of MTV stuff comes up on my thing, and it's literally like Paul Stanley can't stop talking about, and then the women in Italy and the women in France. Cilla Black had a great, didn't she do Anyone Who Had a Heart? I think she had like the biggest single in England with Anyone That Had a Heart. Well, golly. Jim Neighbors.
Surprise,
Janice
surprise.
Lala knowing who Cilla Black is, though. I don't know if you guys on YouTube, so I Googled on YouTube Cilla Black so I could download and steal that fucking surprise. Every 5 seconds now, she did a show called Surprise in the 80s, and it's like a talk show. The production is so fucking hilarious. You got to watch it. Cilla Black show. At the end of the show, she sings the opening and exit of the show. You know what I mean? I mean, it would be like, imagine if like Johnny Carson came out and went ba-da-ba-ba-da, and he started singing his whole theme. It is so weak and hilarious. And then she's like, afterwards, she's like, we had a lot of fun tonight. I want to thank, and she's thanking her guests. It's so absurd. It's great. Oh, Janice has the 45. So what do they think, Dave? One of the kids from the gym had something to do with it and just started reviewing the case on another. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know they think that maybe the kid Colin had something to do with it. Again, I don't think so. And I know Colin. I think he's a nice kid. I think he's funny. And I just don't get that vibe from him. But could he have got... I mean, obviously he wasn't there all night. So, but who knows? I mean, I don't know. And, it's like just because the defense might be wrong on what actually happened, the only thing anyone should really care about is, did the guy get injured from Karen and cause his death? And my answer to that would be, I don't know how you could absolutely think that. I think there's so much doubt that she had anything to do with it that I would say that she would get acquitted. As far as anything else goes, I mean, I don't care. It's almost like the police blew the case because, when they found the guy in the ground, they never went inside the house. They never interviewed anybody. It was like really bizarre, poor police work, And it's almost like it's, you guys ever watch McCloud?
Yes.
Years ago. I used to like that.
McCloud was the only guy solving crimes in that precinct, right? And what did the captain always say? Make sure McCloud's nowhere near this one. Oh, so you don't want this one solved? We'll get the other incompetent guys that couldn't get a show. Forget about the cowboy McCloud.
I love the 70s.
I was more of a Simon and Simon.
Oh, God.
All this explains why Vinny didn't. That's true. Vinnie Vincent, by the way, the pantsuit. And how do you... I don't know. How does a guy get like a big ass like that? It's a guy. Your belly should get big, not your ass.
Hormones.
The police investigated. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where the problem is the police investigated the case, but didn't want to get any of their friends involved. And it was just, it was like they should have recused themselves and brought other people in. And let's put it this way. If everybody in that house is innocent, and I'm not saying if one person's guilty, everyone's guilty. I'm saying if anybody or everybody in that house is innocent, the police would have done them a service to go in and investigate. But they didn't. They didn't. And so, this is where you have the case now. I don't think you're ever going to get Karen. I don't think she did it, but I don't think you're going to get her. But how is this thing 6 weeks? Oh, Hugh Caldwell, that video itself. I mean, if there's any question about Vinnie Vincent, please, you could just see it in that video. It's insane. Richard Boone?
Yeah, someone mentioned Heck Ramsey.
Oh, yeah. Who's Heck Ramsey?
That was another show on the same thing with McLeod, Columbo, and
Oh, really? Remember Banachek was in there too?
yeah, McMillan and wife.
Yeah. McMillan and wife is so absurd because he's the commissioner solving crimes. The commissioner. Yeah, I seen Duel. That's a Spielberg picture, right?
Yeah, where the truck chases the guy in the
That's a
car.
good one.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if you've seen the guy's damage to his body, he had like 2 black eyes and he's got looks like claw marks. It doesn't even look remotely consistent with somebody that was hit by a car. It doesn't pass what I call the straight face test.
You really don't get black guys getting hit by a car unless you hit it face first.
Yeah, I mean, it's
If
just
you have no
very,
face.
yeah. And also, I mean, like if somebody were to back into you, all you'd have to do is push yourself off and away. It's not like you're getting run over. So,
Unless you trip.
yeah, but even then, you'd have to have the tire go over you. No, kid got shot and killed going to the wrong address. No, I remember seeing that case too. Yeah. But either way, it's been an interesting trial. It's going on they say the trial's gonna be 6 weeks. Now they've been 3 weeks in, they haven't even discussed shit yet. I mean, it is like the biggest fluff waste of time. Oh, I love Shabusiness. Was her name Taylor? Was it Taylor Shabusiness? And didn't she just change her name to Shabusiness? Like that was her made up name, which by the way, I love. Shabusiness. All I think of is the song Dragon Attack by Queen. She's giving me Shabusiness.
I think it Disturbed.
The Night Stalker. What is it?
Yeah, Disturbed. Come on, get down with shit business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Shabusiness was out of her mind, but she was great. That was a good watch. But, I mean, when you watch this case, I think you see people where you're like, why are they getting this? Why are they calling this guy as a witness? You know? It just seems fucked up. In fact, I mean, I don't know if I don't think they're ever going to solve it because I don't think she did it. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know. I mean, you have to also, first of all, you have to understand, let's discuss something here. Anybody that knows the town of Canton, Massachusetts, let me explain a few things for you. Were you drinking that night? Oh, no, we weren't that bad. We were just having a good time. That translates to we were fucking blind drunk out of our asses. Oh, we were just having a good time. Oh, we had a few White Claws. What's a few? 37. These people are all alcoholics. You go into any bar in we used to, so where this started, if you guys remember, if you've been watching this case, they started drinking at a bar called C.F. McCarthy's, and then they go across the street to Waterfalls. Both bars, Jimmy and I, as AM Station, have played. Waterfalls, we played as Waterfalls. But before C.F. McCarthy's was C.F. McCarthy's, it used to be called Pete's Place, and we used to do gigs live at Pete's Place. So we played at Pete's. And let me tell you, playing those two places is, you've never seen more drunk people in your life. Belligerently out of you. I mean, I'm telling you right now, you think martinis are drunks. No. No. Absolutely pickles. Way too much reasonable doubt. Oh yeah, correct. Oh, that was the girl today. That was the McCabe girl, right? Allie McCabe. Yeah. And meanwhile, she said she couldn't get to her house to the high school in 2 minutes, even if she was doing 90. At 1 a.m, I think I could get to the high school in 60 seconds from her house. And I only know kind of where she lives. I mean, I know she lives off Pleasant Street. Anywhere on Pleasant Street, I can get to the high school in under 2 minutes. Yeah, I haven't been watching that because I don't even have any interest in the people going against Trump. I think it's such nonsense. But correct. Yeah, as far as they kept again, and I don't know why. I mean, except for the defense who today showed like, yeah, great, you took a picture of you took a screenshot of a text conversation, but you could have, I mean, now let me just say this. You have a guy and a girl who are really good friends in high school. He's texting her at the end of the night to pick her up and take him home. And they're kind of wishy-washy about their text messages. Yeah, that doesn't mean there's something nefarious going on, like they're covering up a murder. It could also mean that maybe those two are hooking up and they don't want the world to know. So there's so much shit that could be going on that I just find nothing burger to do with the case. Show the evidence that you have against Karen Read and move the fuck on. Bring your witnesses up when anyone gives a shit, but you're already putting the jurors to sleep. I like Matteo Mancuso. He's awesome. So, I mean, that's what I think about it. That maybe something like that is going on. Because, yes, you're getting into people's private texting. Even if they did delete some text, I'm sure that's nothing wrong with that because nobody wants to. Canton Strong. There you go, Lame Staley. Nobody cares. You know, that's your own private business. What is that? That ain't even anyone's business. But show me the evidence you have against Karen. Show me the injuries. Show me the car. Show me the Canton Public Library footage of her driving past it. Show me what evidence you have, and then we'll take it up from there. But exactly, Maxime. I'm just saying, you know, like I said, everyone is there's. It seems to be like, you know, I had to get a new cap on one of my root canal tooth. So I'm talking to the people in the dentist office, and they were asking me what side I was on. And I'm like, well, I'm not on any side. I don't care I don't care how it goes. I don't think she's guilty, but I can't even go into what could have happened and who's responsible for it happening. Maybe it could come down to just the owner of the house, the kid that I knew in middle school. Maybe he could be responsible. I don't know. The police didn't do a job to figure any of that out. And there would have to be a real push to want to do that. So in respect of, like, you know, these people are on the stand and they're acting all contentious. Why? There's no reason to. I understand you feel like your family's being threatened and you're being harassed. So what? There was a murder. We don't know who did it. Just answer the fucking questions and be gracious and don't be contentious. But everyone's pretending they don't know anybody. Oh, I really haven't seen that person since high school. Here's you and them in a hot tub last year. Oh yeah, we're there with other friends. You just said you didn't see them since high school. Why are we lying? Like, I don't know why. I just don't think it's a very good look. And especially if you're looking at a jury and the jury's going to say, well, These people weren't very forthcoming and seemed to be fighting the whole time. And I got to just say, Lally seems like a real dunce. Like, I don't really have much. I'd like to go look through his old cases and see who else he put away. This guy seems like a buffoon. How he has a law degree is beyond me. But anyways, just seems like an idiot. Show the case. Show the evidence you have against her. And then let's go from there. Because imagine you got a 6-week trial. 6 weeks. 3 weeks in, we haven't even seen one bit of evidence. Imagine if the jury thinks your evidence is a nothing burger. They're going to be like, get the fuck. I mean, they'll be in there for an hour going, let's get the hell home. Yeah. And then they tell the jury, hey, don't watch TV or read about this. Okay, judge. Get out of your fucking mind. They're going to be home Googling it that night, watching every... No, they're not sequestered. Yeah, no, it's insane. Meanwhile, again, if you spend any time in the wonderful town of Canton, when we used to play at Pete's place, I'd see people I hadn't seen in 30 years come up to me, talk to me like we're the best of friends. And you know, you leave off right where you left it. No, nothing's different. And if someone said to me a month later, when was the last time you saw them? I'd be like, you know what? I just saw them at Pete's. And before that, it's been 30 years. But we had a great time, a great conversation. I wouldn't sit there and say I haven't seen him in 30 years. Well, here's a picture of you with him at Pete's. Oh, well, I did see them there, but I was performing. What? Like, you would just be honest. So anyways, Explore With Us on YouTube has several interesting crime stories. But yeah, so anyway, so it's an interesting case. And again, I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care. I've seen some of the evidence, and I'll see it when Lally presents it, if he ever gets to it sometime this century. I don't think they have enough evidence to convince me that she did it. To put her away on second-degree murder, I don't see it happening. However, that doesn't mean that something nefarious didn't happen from someone else. I don't think they need to fucking lay that case out. They are laying that case out. I don't think it's necessary. Like, they're hanging it all on Colin. I don't think Colin had anything to do with it. I don't know. But if I had to guess, if he was home at a certain time, and clearly by 1:30, 2 in the morning, let's say, well, then somebody moved that body outside. Because nobody at 2 o'clock saw that body. Again, you guys can go drive down that street. It's like a 34 Fairfield in Canton. And you can go drive down that street. You look at the yard. I'm telling you, you would notice if there was a lollipop wrap. Hey, did somebody have a dum-dum here yesterday? Look at there's the wrapper for a dum-dum. You can see it all. But you can't see a 220-pound guy in black in the snow. Anywho, that's my rant on that. You guys should watch it. It's some interesting stuff.
Wow, that place Pete's doesn't look too divey.
Which one?
The Pete's place actually looks like a pretty nice place.
Which one, in Quincy or Canton?
Canton.
It's not there anymore. It's called C.F. McCarthy's.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking at old photos.
Yeah. It's now called C.F. McCarthy's. Oh, that's funny, T-Boys. Jen McCabe supposedly Googled how long did it take someone to die in the snow early that morning. Yeah, like 2 in the morning, lame. And that's where they're going to have a hard time. They're going to have a hard time making that go away. I mean, they're going to try and say the Google data was wrong or that the timestamp was wrong, but that time goes by the time on the stick, not what time your phone says. And the problem with that is, how are you going to make that go away? That puts reasonable doubt right away into it. To me, that's the case is over. And the people that were investigating did a real fucking kids a night ago who froze to death. No, I don't remember that. I do not remember that. Joe, have you been watching anything about this case at all?
I've never even heard of it. No.
Oh, really? Oh, the girl supposedly backed up and killed her cop boyfriend
Ugh.
in the snow. And supposedly he was lying there for 6 hours before anybody found him on the front lawn of a house that had a party.
And she didn't hear anything hit the car.
Nobody
Or
heard anything. Nobody in the house
making
heard anything.
noise.
Everyone left the house, never saw a body. I mean, you got to see this yard. It's not a
even
big.
screen?
It's very unlikely.
Yeah. And when they found the body, the snow was under him. It snowed after he was supposedly hit.
That's very interesting.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
reasonable
there's
doubt.
so much stuff that it's like, it's sad. It's sad. The Baldwin trial, yeah, I don't know. If you fell in the snow, that doesn't make a noise. If you're in a car, you're not going to hear that. No, you're not going to hear that, but you're going to hear him scream and yell.
Ah!
You would hear tires screeching unless, he got hit at 2 miles an hour? And then you got to say, okay, now he's hit. He's in the yard, and you can't see somebody in the front yard when people are walking out. It's like right under a street light. You could see everything. People are driving by. And then there was a plow guy who came 2 hours later. And he says it's all he does is look for things on the side of the road. And he's like, there was no body there. There was no person there. And they were like, he's right here. And he was like, there's no way that body was there when he drove by, because he would have seen it.
I remember back in the early 80s, there was this kid, and I think it was Blackstone, that went missing. And they were looking for him for like 3 weeks. And they found him. When the thaw came, he was right by his front doorstep off to the right. The icicle hit him, knocked him out, snowed on top of him, and they couldn't find him.
That seems to be what the defense is saying, Maxine. That's the only way they seem to be squaring it. What about the kid in the well? He's fine. You ever see 12
Jimmy O'Toole?
Monkeys? Joe, you've seen 12 Monkeys.
Yeah,
Yes,
when
I
it first
have.
came out, I don't even remember it.
Oh, really? When what's his name saying he was from the future? Bruce Willis.
Bruce
Yeah,
And
Willis.
then the
Willis.
girls, they're listening about the kid that's stuck in the well, and it's like, it's a prank. And that's one of the reasons why she knew he was from the future, because it came out it was a prank. And he was like, you don't remember this?
Oh,
What are they making, snow forts in the middle of the street? Hey, here's a good place for a snow fort, right in the center on the yellow lines. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, what I found funny about it, at least the testimony that I didn't buy so far, is that everyone was sober. That's the part where I'm like, yeah, who are you fooling?
Yeah.
Why are you
Yeah,
lying?
the party
Just tell
knows
everyone
they're
you're
drunk.
all fucking tanked.
Either that or Mormons. Maybe
Were you
the
drunk?
Mormons.
Oh, we were having a good time. Well, in my Canton to English dictionary, that says right here that you were chatted. That's about right. Yeah, I mean, blitzed. We were having a good time. We're play fighting in a bar. What are you, 5?
Alcohol's a funny
Christ.
drug.
Once bit of snowman in the middle of the road. Guy came along and hit it with a Jeep on purpose. Nice. Joe, what do you got for us list-wise tonight? Anything good?
didn't I have something to
Top
say
10
from last
unsolved
week?
murders?
Yeah, I knew you were going to say something to that effect.
Actually, I had a weird email today from MeTV that could be interesting. Let me find that in my trash.
All right.
They have their quizzes. Oh, no, that's the one about a new subscriber on Pornhub.
Did you guys see my last lesson? I mean, I'm asking the people in the chat. I did a lesson for Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters. Did you guys like that lesson or not really? Seems like it's not doing as well as my other lessons.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
MeTV's still around. I think they're out of Chicago, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty big, especially with Svengoolie on Saturday nights. So we got two quizzes they had emailed me today. Are these characters vampires? And the other quiz is the Coke or Pepsi quiz. Were these classic ad slogans used by Coke or Pepsi?
Ooh, let's do that one.
All right, because that one
Thanks,
is
Johnny.
a little rough, but I got a few wrong. Okay. Number one, I'd like to buy the world a
Coke.
yeah.
Yep,
That
Coke.
was easy. Always blank. Is it Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Correct. The choice of a new generation.
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Okay. Blank adds life.
Coke.
Yes, it does. For those who think young.
That's got to be Pepsi.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Come-
seems like they're reaching.
Come alive.
That's got to be Pepsi too.
I don't
It's-
know. Coke.
No, it was Pepsi.
All right.
Coke
Pair-
has more integrity.
Pair up with blank.
Pepsi.
Yeah, I go Pepsi.
Pepsi. Blank is it.
Coke.
Coke.
Coke is it. You know, if you want to hang out, it's the real thing.
Coke.
That's Coke.
Coke. Catch that blank spirit.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Pepsi. Gotta have it. Gotta have
I
it.
want to Pepsi. I think it's. Pepsi.
I want to say Coke.
It's Pepsi.
Wow. Okay.
Have a blank and a smile.
That's a
Coke.
Coke.
Coke. Can't beat the feeling.
Pepsi.
Coke.
No, Coke can't beat the feeling. Wow, that's a corny one for them.
Taste that beats the others cold.
Got to be Coke.
Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
Things
I've
go,
showed Johnny how to play Jane intro. He never gets. He doesn't pay attention.
things go better with blank.
Coke.
Coke. And that was it. We got 12 out of 15.
All right. What about Diet Right?
Diet right.
Well, they
RC
got another
Cola.
quiz. Did we do the Beach Boys quiz? Did we want to even bother with the Beach Boys quiz?
Well, you could try the Beach Boys quiz. Beach Boys stink.
Except for that one song, right, Dave?
See how
Sail
well
on,
you
sail
can
on.
fill in the blanks with these song titles. Good luck and be sure you share your score. Help me blank.
Rhonda.
Rhonda. When I grow up, blank.
A man.
You want the choices or you want to just guess on your own?
For when I grow up, I'm going to need a.
Okay, you got three options. The world keeps spinning. Will you still be there or to be a man?
to be a man?
Will you still be there?
To be a man.
Huh?
I said before you said the multiple choice. I know where that fucking came from.
And then we have dance, dance, blank. You got three choices. Dance, 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 hey, or dance, dance now.
Dance, dance, dance.
That's
Okay.
chic. I say dance, dance now.
Oh, dance, dance, dance. You got it, Krell. Okay, number 4. I know there's an blank. I know there's an blank, and it's easier way.
Just tell me the clues.
Easier way, everlasting summer, or answer. I know there's an answer. I know there's an easier way, or I know there's an everlasting summer.
Everlasting summer.
Answer.
Answer. Dave got it. Caroline blank. It's Caroline.
Sweet.
Caroline, no.
in the city.
Why or Caroline, please?
Please.
Caroline, please.
Caroline, no.
Oh.
Why does that sound like a precursor to bitch, please? Bitch, please.
Bitch, please.
No.
Have you seen the Instagram thing where they said calling somebody fat is the new N word?
Oh, fuck themselves.
And then the thing said bigger, please.
Okay, number 6. I'm waiting
That's
for
my favorite.
I'm waiting for the blank. It's either I'm waiting for the man, the day, or the call.
Day.
Day.
Correct. This is easy. Number 7, be true to your
Self. School.
school. Number 8 is little.
Deuce Coupe.
Yeah.
No, it's either little Honda, little Chevy, or little Mustang.
Little Honda.
Little Honda. She's going blank. If she's going home, she's going bald, or she's going away.
Bald.
Way.
It's actually bald. I thought you were fucking
dude.
around.
No, I think it was just a guess, but I think that's what it was.
Fuck.
She's going home is what she's leaving home. That's the Beatles. So I figured that's why they said that.
Okay, number 10. Blank in the morning. It's either eggs, love, or tears.
Tears.
Love.
Okay. Tears is correct. Don't go near the blank. You got 3 choices. Don't go near the water, don't go near the desert, or don't go near the potato salad.
Ooh, I always tell people don't go near the potato salad. I'll say don't go near the water.
I'll say potato salad.
Dave, you got it. Number 12. A day in the life of a surfboard, king,
Shitbag.
or
What was the third
What
one?
was the last one?
tree.
Tree.
King.
King.
Tree.
Tree.
Wow.
All blank long. All year, summer, or the day.
Summer.
The day.
Summer. Catch a blank. Catch a vibe, catch a wave, or catch a butterfly.
Wave.
Wave. Number 15. And the last one. Don't blank, and then in parentheses, put your head on my shoulder. It's either don't cry, don't wait, don't talk.
Cry.
Cry.
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
We got 9 out of 15. We suck.
Yeah. Oh, the band sucks.
Sound like we're a big Beach Boys fans.
Uh-oh. The candy slogan quiz. Dare we?
Candy's good. Yeah, go ahead.
Or no? Okay, candy
Sometimes you
slogan
feel
quiz.
like a nut.
Are these, let me go continue with that. Are these vintage slogans for candy bars or something else? Okay, here's a bunch of candy slogans mixed up with tags for other products that also became famous. See if you can stick to the candy aisle every time. Good luck. Number 1, give me a break. Is it candy or something else?
Kit Kat.
That's Kit Kat's candy.
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 Number 2, this is easy. Good to the last drop. Candy or something
Coffee.
else?
Something else.
Yeah.
Number 3, good. Candy or something else?
Something
Campbell's
else.
soup. Yeah.
Yep, Campbell's soup. Number 4, really satisfies. Candy or something
Snickers.
else?
Candy.
Candy.
Snickers. Yeah.
Candy. Number 5, get the sensation. Candy or something else?
It's candy.
It's candy. It's peppermint patty. Number 6, it's the real thing. Candy or something else?
Coke.
Didn't we just do?
Coca-Cola,
Yeah, I was saying,
something
didn't we just
else,
do that with Coke?
Yeah.
It tastes so good, it speaks for itself. Candy or something else?
Something else.
Something else is my
No, it's
guess.
actually candy. I thought they were talking about ass.
What candy? What candy?
They don't say. This is the only one where they don't say.
Wait, what was that slogan?
I'm
look it up.
I'm looking it up. A taste so good it speaks for itself.
Taste so good. Speaks for-
Candy Kit Kat.
That's Kit Kat as well? Yeah. The
All
2
right.
Kit Kats on here.
Okay, let's go back to. Oh no, not that. Where was I? Here we go. Number 8. I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
That's friggin' Alka-Seltzer. That's
Was
all.
it? Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Alka-Seltzer. Bet you can't eat just one.
Lay's potato chips.
Yeah, that's
Yep, Lay's. You deserve a break today.
that's McDonald's, isn't it?
Was it? I thought it was Snickers. Yeah, it's McDonald's. The surprise is what's inside.
Twinkies.
It's a
Every box
Butterfinger.
of cereal,
Yeah.
a Butterfinger.
Always in good taste. They're not talking about this show, obviously.
Clearly.
Always in good taste. Candy is something else.
Something else.
It's candy. They don't say what it is. Oh no, it's Mr. Goodbar.
Oh, okay.
They do say. Let me see what the other one was. Oh, that
Looking
other
for
one.
Mr. Good Bar or
actually,
Mr. Good Wrench?
a taste so good it speaks for itself. It's a Heath bar.
Oh, okay.
Let's go back. Oh, we finished. We got 10 out of 12.
Not too bad.
We got 10.
Terrible.
What you said, give me a break earlier. Someone said Nell Carter.
Hmm. You know I love Dolph Sweet.
And Carrie Michelson. I had a crush on her when I was a kid.
That was the daughter, right?
Yeah, the oldest one.
Yeah. You didn't have a crush on Nell Carter?
Oh, we all did, didn't we?
She had a crush on you. Sat in your lap. Grandma, what do you got? A pocket full of potato chips? No, that's every bone in my leg breaking.
Toffee Fay, it's good for kids.
Yeah.
What do you got, Joe?
I'm looking. I thought I saved quizzes from last week. Oh, yeah. The 10 worst lyrics by great songwriters. And I also saved the 10 worst guitar solos of all time.
Oh, the 10 worst solos of all time will be interesting.
Okay.
Is Nick Jonas going to be on here? I think I did this once.
He's not, but he should have been. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but that's a live performance. They got to mean on in a recorded song.
They do have a live performance on here, though. I know. I remember that from looking through it last week.
performance. Yeah. So,
Let me
well,
just-
it doesn't sound like the list I did. So,
The Quiet Toy. Easy. Easy. That's easy. Sea monkeys. Okay, let's go to the quiz.
Oh, it's terrible, Hugh. Horrible.
Okay.
oh, Lay Down Sally's a horrible song too.
Coming in at number 10 of the worst 10 worst guitar solos of all time is a cover of the Rolling Stone by Dr. Hook.
I love
it's
that
pretty
band.
awful. I like the band. Hate that fucking song.
Yeah, that's because what's his name was singing it, right? Sawyer,
Yeah.
not Loki, not Dennis Loki Erie, the guy that sang all the good songs.
Okay. Coming in,
Sharing the night together.
When you're in love with. the
Oh,
people.
great.
coming in at number 9 is the solo from Love Song by Alice in Chains.
I'm trying to remember. the song.
Love
I
song, I, don't
can't-
know.
Yeah, I can't remember that one either.
Oh.
I remember Tesla had a song called Love
Oh.
Song, didn't they?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Tesla's good.
All
I mean, Alice in Chains is good.
all Chains is good, but it's like of all the bad souls out there, they're gonna pick on Jerry Cantrell. I mean, he's not the best.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
Coming in at number 8 is the solo on Milk It by Nirvana.
I have no idea. But I can understand most solos from Kurt Cobain aren't going to be really great anyway.
Number 7 is Breakfast at Tiffany's by Deep Blue Something. I guess
There was a solo in that?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't remember the solo.
That was a stupid.
I mean, to me, a solo
Stupid
has to be bad. It has to really stick out like a turd in a punch bowl.
Okay. Here's the number 6 is the solo on the song Mother by the Police.
I know it's just this. That's Andy Summers' song, not
Yeah,
even a
it's
song. But I
dissonance.
can't remember if there was a solo on.
Okay. Here's one we all know. Number 5, the solo from Fight for Your Right by Beastie Boys.
Yeah, Kerry King.
Yeah, that's terrible. Was that
Awful.
Kerry King?
Yeah,
He sucks.
trying to play melodic.
Yeah, this says since Slayer guitarist Kerry King laid down a solo on the No Sleep Till Brooklyn, they figured they'd keep him around to deliver on Fight for Your Right. Yes. Okay, coming in at number 4 is the solo on Some Kind of Monster by Metallica.
Don't know it.
I have
It's
no
from
idea
Saint
what song
Anger,
it
which pretty much had no solos. They wouldn't let Kirk Hammett solo.
is. So,
Yeah,
so
I remember
there's one solo on it, and it sucks.
Here's one, but this is one of Dave's favorites. Dave, I hate to kill you with this one. It's the solo from Unskinny Bop by Poison.
I don't even know the solo in it.
It
Or the
says,
song. I mean, the song is basically "I Know a Little," right? It's that "I Know a Little" riff.
Unskinny Bop. But I think they're actually talking about a live performance, not the album. So they
don't
really
know.
shouldn't do that. Because they said instead of sticking to the solo from the album, he just does a bunch of whammy bar dives live. I'm like, that doesn't really. Okay. Number 2, the solo from the song Lila by Oasis.
Don't know it.
I have no idea.
And number 1, it's another live thing. It's Whatever This Is by Limp Bizkit. I think that was the first famous person to ever bring a guitar out on a stage that didn't know how to play guitar, and that was Fred Durst. And it was awful. Even I remember
Well,
that from like
I'm
20-something years
surprised.
ago.
Now, I'm not going to say I totally hate it, but it gets a lot of hate. Is Driven to Tears, the Police, that solo in the
Love
middle.
that solo.
Yeah, I love it too.
Bam,
But,
bam, 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 bam.
But everyone else, they'll say, "Oh, it's out of tune." That's
here's-
blah, blah, blah.
here's a list I didn't see last week.
It's not out of tune. It's just dissonance. It's
Yeah, exactly. I'm just
Ten-
saying. that
chromatic.
a
It
lot
does
of
that.
people hate on it.
Bam, bam, ga, goom, ga, goom, ga, ga, ga. Wanna, wah. Oh, it's Great solo. Love it.
Play-Doh. Hold on. That's Bobby. Let me finish this. Oh, that's fucking
Every
loud.
rose has its thorn. That song I hate. The solo's not terrible in that song, though. Just a simple G major thing.
I got 9 out of 10. Okay. I'll take it. Okay. How about this list? This actually sounds interesting. 10 bands that failed to make a great album after their masterpiece.
Jeez, there's so many.
Okay.
You interested by that? Oh, I know Dave's
Boston will be
Dave-
in there because
Dave's commenting on the first fucking one. I know he's going to say they didn't make a masterpiece at all. The first one sucked.
Bob Dylan.
well, I can
No.
just say Boston has to be on this list.
Okay.
Well,
Starting
Don't
out
Look
at number,
Back wasn't that bad.
Not that good either.
Yeah, well, it had a lot to live up to.
starting out at number 10 is a band I tried listening to once and I'm like, oh shit. I was like, I don't get it. I think it's one of those things where people all think they have to say. It's number 10 is Kick Out the Jams by MC5.
Oh,
Was that even
Horrible.
a masterpiece?
no.
No. Okay. That's what I knew you saying. Coming in at number 9. Oh, well, that's a weird choice. Dr. Feelgood, Motley Crue, but they had a bunch of albums before. I guess if Dr.
No, they-
Feelgood was their masterpiece, after that, I don't know what they did.
The album before Dr. Feelgood is a hunk of shit. Theater of Pain.
Theater of Pain,
Actually, Girls, Girls, Girls.
Smoking in the Boys.
Well, before that, Theater of Pain.
Yeah.
Okay, coming in at number 8. Really? Okay, Hotel California.
First of all, Hotel's not their best album. And second of all, The Long Run's a great fucking record. Long Run's awesome. I can't tell you why. The Long Run, Sad Cafe. It's a
I
lot
could
of
do
great
without
songs.
Heartache Tonight.
Yeah.
Even half the band doesn't want to talk about everything that went into making The Long Run, which is now more remembered for being made amid a barrage of cocaine in the studio. Everyone just wanted out by the end of the tour, and when Glenn Fry and Don Felder finally came to blows, it looked like we had finally gotten our wish.
That doesn't mean the album sucked.
I agree. I like that album.
Mhm.
What's
Coming
that,
in at
Long
number-
Run?
Yeah, that's a good album.
Long Run's great.
The Eagles' best album, though, was the greatest hits. Coming in at number 7, Traveling Wilburys, Volume 1.
Give me a break.
Well, after Roy Orbison died, you were kind of...
Well, they still had a hit after that.
Yeah, never mind the Bullocks. They haven't done an album since.
Let me see. I seem to remember there was more than one hit off the second one.
There's no use in asking because I won't reply. I fucking love that album, Hugh.
Coming
There's-
in at
what is
number
it? There's
6,
no-
I've never even heard of this band. It's The Laws by The Laws. L-A, apostrophe S.
Didn't the Laws do Here She Goes?
Yeah, oh, they're saying There She Goes. Okay, so
There
that's
she
it.
goes again.
Okay, another number 5, The Queen is Dead by The Smiths.
Oh, that's wrong. You're telling me that, first of all, so their second to last album was a masterpiece, but Strange Way is still a fucking great record. They're wrong.
Despite
Strange
Morrissey
Ways
and-
is a great record.
Despite Morrissey and Johnny Marr calling Strange Ways Here We Come the band's best record, the final tracks have more than a few blemishes. Okay.
It's a great record, though. The Smiths are one band where I will tell you this. I will argue there isn't a bad song on any album. That's a tough order. Can you name a band where you can't name a bad song? I mean, even Iron Maiden has Quest for Fire.
Yeah.
Land with
At a time when dinosaurs roam the earth.
But you're not going to tell me that Celtic Frost ever had a bad song.
They never had a good one.
You never had
Coming
my
in-
ear.
Coming in at number 4 is the one
Hold
we were
on.
leading off with.
Hugh,
It's the
that's a
State-
different album. Girlfriend in a Coma is a good song. Unhappy Birthday is on that album. Stop Me If You Think You've Heard This One Before is on that album. I think it's a great record. I was happy in it, and Heaven Knows I'm Miserable. Heaven Knows I'm
Snowball,
Miserable Now is a
you're
great
right.
tune.
Snowball's
Go ahead.
right. Maiden has plenty of goofy shit. They do.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, I will argue the Smiths don't have a bad song. It's fantastic, Lame.
Coming in at number 4, it's Boston by Boston.
I knew they'd be there. Because Boston by Boston, you could call it a perfect album. You could say it's a 9.5 out of 10. Don't Look Back's a 6. And that's way better than the third. What was the third album called?
I don't remember, but I remember the song Amanda.
Third
I like
Wave,
that song.
third something.
Third stage.
Third Stage. Yeah.
It took like forever and a year to come out.
Cool the engines.
They should have named that album Stage 3. Let me know when you guys have Stage 4. I'll send you a card.
Coming in at number 3, The Stone Roses by The Stone Roses.
I like the Stone Roses. What was the don't tell me what the track on that record was. It was it's gonna bother me. What was the name? Did they say what's the name of the song, the big hit on that one?
No, but they have the whole link to the Spotify. I can read the songs off.
Yeah, just tell me the songs on it.
I Want to Be Adored, She Bangs the Drum, Waterfall. Don't
No, I
Stop.
Want to Be Adored. I Want to Be Adored was the big hit. Love it.
Okay.
Maxine makes a point. She says, "What about the Scorpions' Blackout?" I kind of agree, but I mean, technically, their masterpiece was "Love at First Sting," and then after that, they couldn't make shit for an album.
Hugh Caldwell, the Blue Nile, is also a band. I don't think they have a bad song. Well, they got 4 or 5 albums. What they got? Hats, Peace at Last, High. And that was the last one. Yeah, not a bad song on any album. Some songs are better than others, but not a bad song. The Smiths, I'm adamant that they're all very good songs.
And coming in at number 2, Never Mind the Bullocks.
That's because they didn't have another album. And that is a phenomenon. I mean, you listen to that record, and I know Hannah Baum gets upset when I say it's the only punk album, but it really is. Those guys were out of their minds and great. There was an interview I saw with Steve Jones where he says he likes Johnny Lydon a lot, but he's always uncomfortable if he's in the same room with him. And then he says, I don't know why, but I kind of do. Submarine. Submarine's hilarious because it's not called Submarine, though. What's it called? Submission, right? I think their management asked them to write a song called Submission, think they would come back and write a song about bondage. And Johnny Lydon, as a dickhead, writes a song about going on a submarine mission.
Okay, and coming in at number 1, The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Well, what's funny about The Wall by Pink Floyd is the Final Cut's a better album.
I was waiting for that.
It is a better record.
I know that. I was saying waiting for that because you say it all the time.
And then after
I don't
that,
think The Wall's good.
Then it was David Gilmour.
First of all, don't get me wrong, Hannah Baum. I love the Buzzcocks. Orgasm Addict. Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love? But they're not punk. But they're very good rock and roll. I love Peter Schilling. Was that his name? Is it Peter Schilling?
Isn't that the guy that did friggin'
Then it's not him. What's his name? The guy who
Strange
did
Thought.
I'm a Homo sapien too. Pete Shelley. Thank you. Pete Shelley. Telephone operator. Yeah, Pete Shelley's awesome. Buzzcocks are one of my all-time favorites. I think that's one of the... Everybody's happy nowadays. What Do I Get's unbelievable. What do I get? Oh, awesome. Oh, Joe just slipped. But I don't think, again, yeah, you put that as punk. I don't call that punk. I call it, it's like punk-styled pop. Whereas the Sex Pistols weren't really making a pop record. All right, now. Yeah, here he is.
That's what happened.
All right, Joe, you made it back.
I closed the wrong tab. But I got another list. It's only a top 5, but I think it sounds interesting. The 5 most underrated Led Zeppelin songs.
Ooh.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Most underrated Zeppelin songs. Then we could do 5 overrated.
All right. All right. Coming in at number 5 is Black Mountain Side.
It's actually.
We're saying this is this underrated?
It's the 5th most underrated Led Zeppelin song.
I disagree with that completely. First of all, it's Backwater Slide by Bert Jansch. It's just a rip of that. And I don't think it's different enough that it makes... I'm with Lame Staley. You can take everything on Presence except for Nobody's Fault But Mine, because I don't think that's underrated. I think that's overrated. But I think Achilles,
like
For Your Life, Royal Orleans, Hot's On For Nowhere, Candy Store Rock. I'm forgetting one song on that. Yeah, T for one, I could go. Hot's On For Nowhere, that's great. All right, go on.
Coming in at number 4, Custard Pie.
I don't know that it's underrated.
Is it
I like it.
overrated?
No, I don't think anyone talks about it, but it's okay. I don't think anything on that side, on side 1 and side 2 of Physical Graffiti, I think the only song that really, to me, is underrated is In My Time of Dying.
How about Wanton Song?
That's side 3.
Give me a second. This fucking thing. Off.
Ice Cream Man's coming.
Ice Cream. Lieutenant
Coming in
Dan.
at number what was this? Are we on 3
3.
now? That's the Way.
Okay. Great song. It's great. What I think is underrated in that song is the use of the lap steel guitar. I love it in the and That's the Way. Great song.
Wearing and Tearing, wasn't that on Coda?
That is
That's the one that goes Dan.
Great song.
Okay, that's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me
Coming
just
in
answer some of
next.
these. Sick Again, great song. But Traveling Riverside Blues is awful. Didn't care for that.
I should have told you what album it's from
Wow.
and had you guess the song. We'll do that for the last 2.
All right, go
this
ahead.
song is off of Led Zeppelin 4.
4 Sticks.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sticks?
say.
Damn. Okay. And this
It's
is
the
off of-
underrated song on that album.
the last one on the list is off of Houses of the Holy.
Ooh.
No Quarter.
They're
No
going to say
Quarter.
the Rain song.
That's
is
one, that is
underrated?
one of my favorite. No Quarter in the Rain song is my 2 favorite Zeppelin songs, and Dazed and Confused.
And they didn't say. Did they say the Rain song for that?
No, it's not the Rain
Okay.
song.
So it would be the opening track. The song remains the same.
No.
Really? Can't be Dancing Days. It can't be Jamaica. Definitely not the Crunch. Over the
time-
Hills and Far Away sucks.
They're saying that the time change, present, and stylistic U-turn on this track sets it apart from any other song on the album. However, it is still frequently overlooked by Led Zeppelin fans.
The Ocean?
The Ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Everyone knows that. How's that overlooked?
I don't think it's underrated.
No.
I liked it. In fact, it was one of my favorites growing up, and then I fell out of it. Bam, 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 down, 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 and then it goes into the bang, dang, 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 to the different change. Yeah. Oh, so good. All right. Before we go to another list, what's 5 overrated Zeppelin tunes?
Overrated?
Rock and Roll.
Yeah. The thing is that Stairway's been played so much. It's still a great song, but
Not overrated.
It's not overrated.
I don't think so. Maxime saying Black Dog. I could see
Well-
that. I definitely think Rock and Roll is overrated.
Well, now you can say Over the Hills and Far Away.
Over the Hills and Far Away is overrated. I agree with that. The Lemon song, the Lemon song is just their version of Killing Floor.
Whole Lot of Love. I can't stand that song.
Whole
Sorry.
Lot of Love is overrated. Yeah, but you guys, the Lemon song, I don't think, only because I just think of it as like, it's like their version of Killing Floor, and I don't think it's that great, but I don't think it's that bad. I don't think Going to California is overrated. People like it, but it's not like people like, oh, you gotta play that, or I gotta hear that song.
Mm.
Whereas, like, if you see a Zeppelin tribute band, they're gonna play Heartbreaker. I don't know that Heartbreaker is overrated though, but
Let's see.
I like a lot of Zeppelin 2 itself, and besides Whole Lot of Love, is probably a great. Whole Lot of
All
Love's
My
good.
Love.
It's just overrated for a song itself, but
About All My Love. Off of It Being
No.
Outdoor.
I
That's
think the overrated. To me, my least favorite Zeppelin album is House of the Holy.
It just need double check something, yeah.
Well, here's another list I found.
Well, that's a pretty damn good album.
Yeah, I just think it's their
For
worst
being the
one.
worst.
Yeah. Well, when you're
Like,
dealing
double
with
check the
Zeppelin,
track list, yeah.
everything's great. I don't care for the crunch. Yeah, I like going. I like to me when the levee breaks isn't not only about that drum beat, it's the haunting groove to it, the harmonica. I like Dancing Days. I don't love it.
Trample underfoot.
Overrated Clapton songs, almost every one of them. Well, so Clapton has some great songs. Oh, I'm Gonna Crawl is fantastic. Hey, she's my baby. But you know, Clapton, like I love songs like The Core. I can't stand songs like Lay Down Sally.
Yeah.
I love Promises, and I love, but I can't stand like Cocaine.
I wish Clapton would have had Albert Lee play the solo on that.
I love Motherless Children. You love that song. Motherless Children, Krill. It's the theme for HBO's Not Necessarily the News.
Oh, okay.
Motherless children. I
never knew.
I like a lot. Like I said, I don't. Oh, Wonderful Tonight's awful. I like Clapton, the artist.
I like Bell
When
Bottom.
people say he's one of the greatest guitar players, I'm like, fuck off. He's not. And neither is Elton John one of the greatest piano players. So don't tell me how great Elton John is on piano, but you can tell me he's a great fucking songwriter and great songs. I mean, there was like a GBH, like a Channel 2, one of those PBS specials with Elton John and Bernie Taupin. And this black guy comes out. I think he's a fagula. Let me hold on. Let me ask James Gandolfini. Gandolfini, what was his orientation?
He's a fag.
Going on and on about Elton John of like, your career is still going strong. You're so fabulous. You wrote, and I'm thinking to myself, the guy wrote great songs from 1970 to 73. After that, we've been on a fucking downward trajectory for Earth. But I like Elton John. But you don't have to, because I like him, I don't have to sit there and go, he's the greatest pianist ever. I like the band, yes. I enjoy them. Doesn't mean I think Steve Howe's the greatest guitar player ever. So I like Eric Clapton as an artist. I love songs like I Can't Stand It. I think the August album, the Behind the Sun album is fantastic. And I think he's got a lot of great tunes. As a guitar player, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of his playing. It's pretty, what I call pedestrian. If I want to hear stock, I mean, like Forever Man, great song, love the solo, basic as hell. Doesn't mean it's bad, but I love him as an artist. Wonderful Tonight I could do without ever hearing ever again.
Yes.
It's late in the evening. You're not making this any easier, Eric. You're putting me to sleep. She's brushing her. Okay, what? All right, Joe, what else? What do we got?
From David Bowie to Pink Floyd, 10 songs that don't fit on classic albums. How does that sound?
It sounds okay, but it sounds like the people that are doing this fucking thing think they know something.
Hipster doofus.
Yeah. All right, let's hear it.
Okay, coming in at number 10, The Disco Strangler, the Eagles.
I like that song on the long run.
Okay. Coming in at number 9 is Single Pigeon, Wings.
Don't know it.
Neither do I.
It was on Ram.
Yeah, okay, I don't know it.
Okay. Number 8, Digsy's Dinner by Oasis. I wouldn't know that.
Please.
I only know one song by them.
Okay. Number 7, Don't Try Suicide by Queen.
Don't try suicide. Nope.
I
I'll tell you
have to
right
agree
now.
with that.
I don't agree with it at all. It's a better song than Rocket Prime Jive. Are you telling me Don't Try Suicide's not better than Rocket Prime Jive? That song
Well,
stinks.
for the campy value, from perhaps.
I don't think Don't Try Suicide was that bad for that album.
Don't try suicide. You just go.
In fact, if you go to Jazz, the album Jazz, how fucking awful is more of that jazz or fun it?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Fun it sucks. but it's still not. It still works for the album though, because you have to have your Roger Taylor songs in there.
Coming
go
in
on.
at number 6 is Mama Said by Metallica.
Mama said there'd be days like these, there'd be days like these. Mama said, I don't know what the hell song you're talking about.
Number 5 is I Don't Want to Know by Fleetwood Mac from Rumors.
Hold on. Are they fucking mental? I don't want to know if he's thinking of me. First of all, one of my favorite songs on the album, way better than Oh Daddy or the fucking insufferable Songbird. For you. Oh, thank Christy McVie for fucking nauseating me beyond comprehension. I appreciate that. I Don't Want to Know is a great tune. They're out of their fucking minds. Going on.
Okay, coming in at number
For you.
4, About a Girl by Nirvana.
I don't know why that would be out of place.
Coming in, what? This is like a great fucking song. Coming in at number 3, Space Oddity by David Bowie.
It might be the best song. Wait, they're saying that's it. Isn't that on the album called The Space Oddity?
If you can categorize what the storm.
Wow, that's an unusual
Space Oddity pointed to
Hold
where
on,
he
you
was
know
going.
I'm right. I Don't Want to Know is way better than Oh Daddy. I Don't Want to Know is a fantastic track off that record.
I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, Space Oddity. Wait, let's look what's on that album.
Ground Control to Major. I love the song. This is Ground Control to Major Tom.
Okay, you have Space Oddity, song called Unwashed, and it's some.
Well, that's what they said, is that Space Oddity kind of points to where he's going, and everything else is like folky acoustic tunes, they said.
So that should be every other song that doesn't belong on that album.
Yeah, exactly.
Songs that don't belong on an album. So the song Space Oddity doesn't belong on the album Space Oddity.
Well, you know something? Along those lines, Crazy Little Thing Called Love didn't really belong on the game compared to the
It's a
other
great
music.
song.
No. I'm not
Rocket
questioning
Pump
that.
Drive.
Yeah. Now, when they say don't belong, I mean, I would have said doesn't belong because of the genre and style.
What song doesn't belong? And we're going to disagree on this, which is why I'm bringing it up. On News of the World.
Oh, Who Needs You? Oh, My Melancholy Blues?
I'll take both of those over
Sleeping-
Sheer Heart Attack.
Oh, that's right. She had heart attacks on that. I thought you were going to say Sleeping on
That
the
song just
Sidewalk.
stinks.
She had heart attack.
That was them making fun of the Sex Pistols.
Yeah,
Yeah, not a good song. All right, Joe, go on.
that just went over my head.
Okay, next is Run for Your Life by the Beatles.
Great song. It's the last song on, is it Rubber Soul?
Rubber Soul.
Yeah, it's a great song. I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. You better run for your life if you can, little girl. Hide your head in the sand, little girl. Catch it with another man. That's the end, little girl. Love that song.
Yeah, get away
Great
with
song.
that song today. Someone needs to bring that back.
Coming
He
in
got shit for it back then.
Who got shit for what?
Lenny
Yeah,
got
but-
crap for that song.
Talking about
Still a
Tony
great
Gold.
song. It's a great song. That album doesn't have a bad song on it. Revolver and Rubber Soul. Either one of those records. Rubber Soul, not a bad song.
Coming
It's a
in at
great
number
record.
1 is Seamus by Pink Floyd.
Seamus.
Seamus by Pink Floyd.
I knew they were, you know what? First of all, I was thinking they were going to do a song off of Metal.
Yeah.
But I thought they would have done Saint Tropez. That album is all over the place. How can they say, first of all, every song on that album is a complete, other than one of these days, I'm going to cut you into tiny little pieces. And what's the banner now, banner now, banner now, banner Echoes. Other than those two songs, the rest of the record is all over the place. You've got Fearless, which is an open G acoustic. You got Seamus, where he's a blues song with the dog howling to the harmonica. You got Saint-Tropez. They're out of their minds. Out of their minds. The Wall has a few suspect songs. Oh, The Wall has more than a few.
Yeah,
I
because,
like The Wall.
because it was all written around the concept.
We have here's a list. I don't know if you're interested. 5 artists that Mick Jagger hated.
Ooh, yes.
Okay. Coming in at number 5, Aerosmith.
Really?
Probably because
well-
he thought Steven Tyler was stealing his.
At one point, he said, "Oh God, Aerosmith, they're just rubbish, absolute bullshit." And he didn't.
And they were like the Stones, kind of. I would say
Aerosmith
Aerosmith is like the Stones.
Except tighter.
Proteges.
They were a tighter
yeah,
band.
but I think that's why he didn't like it.
Yeah, and I also think Aerosmith from like 73 to 79 were fantastic.
Some of these Dave is going to agree with. I know right off the bat. And next on the list is the New York Dolls.
David
Jagger.
Johansen.
Jagger's right on point with that one.
Again, the New York Dolls. What a load of rubbish.
Yeah, not good.
And then,
I tell you right now, I love David Johansen as an actor. He's great.
Hmm.
Fucking, you guys ever see the movie Let It Ride?
what's that movie about?
That's
It-
what
the,
the Dreyfuss-
Richard Dreyfuss is a gambler.
Oh,
Gambler.
that is one
We'll
of
have
the
to see
greatest
that.
fucking movies ever.
Oh, it's excellent.
I keep
and he's
saying I
like-
gotta watch it.
You
And
think
the guy-
you think that horse is going to win? You like the odds of lightning? I fucking love that.
What was that? Robbie Coltrane played the guy behind the glass, taking his bets. I fucking
It's-
he went on to be Hagrid. What a great fucking movie!
Yeah, a lot of
Phenomenal movie.
Love
That's
that motherfucking movie.
That's Bernie. He's rich. Jennifer Tilly.
Oh yeah, that is an all-star cast. That is
You
a
have nice
great
legs.
fucking
Thanks. They go from the ground all the way to my ass.
What a movie!
Let It Ride's a classic.
Let It Ride is fucking great.
And David Johansen plays Trotter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I think that was his name in it, Trotter. Fantastic.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it? You got to see
No.
Let It Ride.
I remember seeing the trailers.
I'm
for it
having
when
a
it came
good
out in
day.
89.
Greatest fucking
Yeah.
line. He pissed it all the way.
Yeah, I'm having a good day.
Oh, you make me want to watch that. Coming in next, Mick Jagger fucking hated the Sex Pistols.
I think all those guys hated them because they were like the snotty kids coming up in the 70s.
Saying that you're fucking old, get out of the way.
But the great thing about the Sex Pistols were, it was like lightning. They came in 77. By 78, they were done. But they were great, and they left a mark. And I think Nevermind the Bollocks might be one of the most important albums of the 70s.
Yeah.
I just think that it was, and all you people that'll sit there and say, the Ramones, shut up. Shut the balls. The Ramones are gay. Sheena
says-
was a rich punk rocker.
who
Give
says
me a
they're gay?
break. Actually, I have an interview here with Joey Ramone. Hold on.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
And by the way,
There we go.
I talked to Cela Black this week, and I said to her, I hate the Ramones. And this was her reply.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
No,
Yeah. Gay clip is after she goes, who says I'm gay? It's the amount of time he waits to reply is perfect.
Yeah, you are gay.
you are gay.
Coming in next, Mick Jagger did not like the Clash.
Oh, me and Mick were right there with each other. I think the Clash are worse than, people talk about the Clash, and I like a couple of songs. I like Supermarket. I like Clampdown. That's about the only two Mick Jones songs I like by them. And there's a couple of Joe Strummer songs. By the way, the personalities of the guys in the band, they're like, to me, the Clash are like the Robert De Niro of music, because like I can watch Goodfellas. I can see him in The Godfather. Personally, I hate his guts. I think he's just a little fucking troll of a dude. But honestly, he's just a shitbag. Hollywood, like I hate that. And I hate Scorsese. I hate those
Hollywood
guys.
shitbags.
They're just shitty fucking people. They could sit there and they try to get, oh, we make films. Oh, really? Yeah, you're shitbags. I just feel like
So is Jack
the
Hall.
Clash are shitbags. When you see the nonsense they were pulling, like yelling at the audience at the US Festival, it's like, fuck you guys. You want to make money in music. You don't want to make money, don't cry about who's giving you, this is a corporate, oh, the corporations. Oh, yeah. What are you, a freshman in college, you fucking idiots? Next one.
Last on the list, Mick Jagger did not like Herman's Hermits.
I'm Henry.
Oddly enough, neither did Peter Noon. No, I'm kidding.
And coming back next week, everybody, our guest will be Peter Noon.
Something tells me I'm into something good. You saw the Clash in 81?
Combat Rock. Is that
I think that
81?
was later.
That was later. What was 80? Okay, 79 was London Calling. Then what was after that?
Was that London Call? Wait, no, their last show was 82. Maybe it was 81. London Call. I mean the Combat Rock. I thought 80 was
No, I'm pretty sure it was 79. Was
I
London
think
Calling.
80 was London Calling.
And
I thought, is Sandinista before London Calling?
yes. Okay. It's released in the UK December 1979, United States January 1980. So you're technically
Okay.
right, but we can both be right.
Well, I just remember it not really hitting till like the summer of 80.
Yeah.
That's London Calling.
Yep.
When's Combat Rock? That's the album after that, right? That's got to be 81, late 80. Like I would guess September 81 would be my guess. Maybe summer.
Actually, it says it's 82, 14th May, 82.
Okay. All right.
And that was our list.
Yeah, I'm just not a Clash fan. How did Jagger feel about Freddie and the Dream? I'll tell you who Jagger loved. He loved Blue Magic. Step right up, hurry. And he had them come sing on If You Want to Be My Friend on the It's Only Rock and Roll album. Eat to the beat. And I remember sitting in the kitchen eating peanut butter. Eat to the beat. Sandinista was 81?
No, that was 80. It was actually the same year as Combat, not Combat, London Calling, I believe.
Oh.
They released a double album with London Calling, and within a year they had another album.
A double album. Wasn't Sandinista a double?
Was Sandinista a double? Never
I
owned
thought it was. Am I wrong? Is Sandinista a double album or a single album?
We'll look it up, yeah. Let's see. Sandinista.
Oh, 3 records. It might have been a 3 records at a triple album.
Uh, 12th of December 1980 as a triple album. Yep, 36 tracks.
Hey, I got to take a dump. You guys want to record it? We'll call it a track. Get it on there. Iron Butterfly. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Anywho,
In the Garden of Eden by I. Ron Butterfly.
yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of musicians didn't like a lot of those late, especially the Stones. I mean, they were already in their second career in the 70s, you know. The electric here is a PRS. A purse. Joe, what is that hanging from your closet door? They look like, is it a pole to hang out, like to do chin-ups on, or is it to hold clothes?
Oh, those are clothes hangers.
Oh, all right.
You think I
Oh,
could even attempt
No
to fucking
wire
chin up?
hangers.
I don't know. And then there's a guitar on that wall, which was hidden in the yard. I just realized you got a guitar
Yeah.
behind you.
That's my Schecter Custom Tempest. I call that my Easter baby.
Is there stickers all over it?
All over the fucking thing, back and front.
Now, you put those on, or they came that way?
Oh, I put them on. It was a $600 guitar. I bought it on the Easter Sunday. I have the actual price tag still here somewhere. I forget when it was. I think maybe 2009 or 10. I was working at the church, and everybody leaves, and I'm left putting away 1,500 fucking folding chairs by myself, stacking them on pallets, 100 each. You got to do 50 one way, 50 the other. And you think one fucking person comes back and says, hey, we brought you a plate of food. No. So I'm like, okay, I finally finished. I'm like, I'm starving. Let me go drive and find. But it's Orlando. Absolutely everywhere is fucking closed on Easter Sunday. You know what
Right.
the one place that wasn't closed is? Guitar Center. So I go in a Guitar Center. I got this guitar on the wall.
Do you have a hamburger?
The guy must have dropped it because the headstock is chipped. And I'm like, that's personality. I don't give a fuck about scratch and dent. Right? As long as the neck ain't busted.
Yeah, what'd you get it for?
200.
Oh, that's a good deal.
It's a $650 guitar, 200. And it's got 12s on it. It's tuned to C. It's in C standard now for
Oh,
doing.
nice. So there was a guy that has a video, you know, like you guys watch what do they call it on shorts on YouTube?
Yes.
And there's a guy and he talks about alternate tunings. And I'm like, he's like drop D. I'm like, well, that's really not an alternate tuning. It's just one string drop.
Yeah.
He's like E flat. I'm like, that's not an alternate
tuning the
tuning.
whole-
That's
Yeah,
just
it's-
tuning your whole guitar in the same tuning. And then he's like, there's baritone B. I'm like, baritone B. So he's named 3 or 4 tunings already, but yet every tuning is the same.
Yeah.
Then he mentions one tuning, dad face, DADFCE. And he talks about that for a second. I'm like, you mentioned one alternate tuning in this whole fucking video of, let me tell you about cool alternate tunings. And it was 5 tunings he mentioned, all of them the same, and one alternate tuning.
Didn't you mention Dadgad?
No, he didn't even bring it up. He didn't bring up any alternate tunings except for dad face. Nashville tuning is if you take a 6-string guitar and you string it with the alternate strings on a 12-string guitar. So the E and the B are going to be the same as a regular guitar. The G, D, A, and E are all going to be an octave higher than a regular guitar. So it's the same exact tuning as a regular guitar, except the first the fat 4 strings, the E all the way down to the G, are going to be an octave higher. The high strings are not an octave higher. They're the same high strings because when you play 12 string, the high E and the high B are the same. They're just doubled up. They're not octaves. So it's the low strings are octave higher, and the 2 E and B, the unwound strings, are the same. And it's a common trick to use if you have 2 guitar players playing in a band or recording. You'll have one using a Nashville tuned guitar while the other one plays a regular guitar, and have them play the same parts. That way, it sounds like a 12-string guitar, but it has a little bit more, a better tuning.
Reeds. It breathes more too. It's
Well, it
like-
also has it's better tuning stability because I usually tune to who I'm playing. There you go. Yeah, because who knows what I'm tuning to. But yeah, that's what Nashville tuning is. It's just the high strings on a 12 string. And then but yeah, I mean, there's DADGAD. You have Open E tuning for slide playing and some other stuff. You have Open D, which is really the same tuning as Open E. So I would only just say Open E. You have Open G. And Open G tunings, you can. There's 2 ways to play an Open G. Well, 3 ways to play an Open G tuning. You can play Open G with a low D, which is the standard way, which is the way Jimmy Page plays it. You can tune the low E string up to a G, so the 5th and 6th string are the same G. That's the zebra way of tuning to Open G. Or you can just get rid of the 6th string altogether and play the Open G the Keith Richards way. Who are famous 70s, 80s 12-string guitarists? Well, I mean,
Leo
lots of
Kottke.
guys.
Leo Kottke.
Well, lots of guys. Steve Howe played a 12-string. Eagles had a 12-string in the band. Page played a 12-string.
Nancy Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, lots of people played 12s, and
Yeah, that's what I said. You.
yeah,
Busted Bicycle.
most of the prog stuff, they love that stuff. How's Glenn Campbell? All right, guys, it's been a long day for me. It's been a long day, Helen. Let's call it a night.
All righty.
Wrap that shit up.
Guys, I want to thank everyone for hanging out with us tonight. Keith Richards, if you see him playing the Telecaster, it's a 5 strings. Yeah, he plays Open G on the Tele without the low E string. But if he's playing like the 355 he plays, he's usually in standard tuning, 6 strings on that guitar. And then he has another Tele that I believe is either, well, I know he has an Open E tune guitar, but he basically plays standard or Open G. Anyways, everyone, thanks so much. Anything you guys want to say before we split?
Good night, everybody.
All right. Everyone
Have a
have a
great
great night and very good.